Good morning, Mr. Trump and Star. Pleasure to speak with you today. How's it going?
Good morning.
Nice to talk to you again.
So the Celebrity Apprentice premieres on Sunday. You gotta love this show. And Mr. Trump, I hear you have a great cast filled with models, athletes, TV personalities. Tell us about the cast.
Well, I think it's the best cast ever assembled on reality television. I don't think that, and I'm not just talking about for The Apprentice. I think just generally speaking, not only Star, you have Nene Leakes of Housewives of Atlanta, you have Marley Matlin, you have Meatloaf, so many others, Jose Canseco, Gary Busey. We have a cast, LaToya Jackson, who actually is a big surprise because she's very smart. I had no idea. I knew Michael very well, and he was a good friend of mine. I always used to tell people he's a smart guy. LaToya really comes off as a smart woman. And we have a cast, the likes of which I've never seen. Richard Hatch, who won Survivor, and he's a tough player. So it's been really something, and I would say the conflict on this show is greater than anything I've ever seen on television.
Well, that's what we want to see, right? We look forward to it. I hear it's a very wild show. Star, can you tell us if you butt heads with anyone? Do you have friends on the show?
I think you're going to see that there's a lot of butting of heads, and I think you'll see it right from day one. Everyone brings their own wants, needs, and desires to this show. I decided to approach it with intelligence and strategy and a little bit of manipulation. I think that's the lawyer in me. But I never lost sight of the fact that I was actually playing for the 82 million people who suffer from heart disease, because I played for the American Heart Association. I never lost sight of what my focus was the entire time.
Now, we're talking big money here for these charities, right? What can you win and pass on to your charity?
Well, the prize money is up to $250,000 is the prize money, but you have to know that this season is going to expose every bit of our resources, and we bring them all to bear in this season. I can honestly say the next season of Celebrity Apprentice are going to have to really step up, because we brought it this time. And you do know I have some resources to bring to bear. So we all brought everything we had to this show, and I was proud of it. We raised a lot of money for charities, and it may be the most money ever raised in a primetime television show. So we're very proud.
Oh, wow. Well, congratulations. Now, Mr. Trump, how do you choose the candidates?
Well, it was sort of easy, other than we have to turn down so many. We probably have 5. I never realized how many celebrities there are. We probably turned down 5 or 6 people for every slot. And that wasn't necessarily so. When we first started Celebrity Apprentice, people were afraid to be fired. You know, they're celebrities, they don't want to be fired. But if you look at the success of Bret Michaels and Joan Rivers and Piers Morgan, who took Larry King's place, and nobody ever heard of him before this, you know, it was sort of an amazing thing. Or Trace Atkins, who's the #1 country singer, and he was really not a well-known guy when he came onto the show. Now he's the #1 country singer. So now everybody wants to be on it, and we really have, that's why I think this cast is our best cast by far. We really have our choice of almost anybody we want.
Wow, yeah, you get all the big stars. Kudos to you, and we can't wait to see the show. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, and say hello to Big Ben.
All right.